What are you looking for? I know exactly what you're looking for, huh? What are you looking for? He's so cute. Look at him.
I can't believe we just bought a car.
No!
Ah! So excited!
Baby, we're children of summer. We're meant to be free. Hearted, we're not like the other. No reason to be.
Hi you guys, so let me be honest right off the bat. It is so much harder to stay organized and feel like I have like a handle on things now that we have two kids, especially with the holidays coming. Corbin's 30th birthday is coming. There's just a lot to organize and plan and keep together and make sure everything gets done. So that's why today I'm so excited to be partnering with Personal Planner. So Personal Planner is a Swedish company that makes these really high quality, really awesome, totally customizable planners, calendars, and planning accessories. So basically how it worked for me is I went to personalplanner.com and I chose some of my favorite photos, like this one of Junie meeting baby Tabor for the first time. And I used these, I uploaded them and I used some of my favorite photos. So I have this one and I have two other ones. So this is like the most popular, the A5 planner. And inside is totally customizable. So inside, I chose like the layout of how I wanted the planner. So I have today's workout. I have down here this week's dinner, which I added in. There's also things that you can add in. So you can totally, if you want, you can add in everyone's birthday and it'll be printed in. So this actually was printed in. It says Corbin's birthday, 30 years. Ooh, he's hitting the 30-year mark. The really cool thing in the back that I've never seen before is you can add a bunch of these other extra pages in the very back. Oh, like this. It's the world map. And also you get just like free stickers that might be really fun and helpful for you. And it's free worldwide shipping. Also, a really cool thing about this planner is you can choose whatever month you want it to start at. So like if you wanted to order it today, you could have it start right now. Depending on whatever features you want, like even if you want like super basic, very minimal planner, or if you want like all of the things like I wanted, the set price is the same. So that's also really cool. This is the photo I chose for the calendar. It's definitely a lot more of a basic look for just the calendar versus all the details I wanted in the planner. And then I have this beautiful photo of Corbin and I from our wedding in the redwoods. It's so cute. I love it. And then this is just plain. So this I'm actually going to use just for myself. So if this is up your alley too, or somebody you know, this would be a great gift. Definitely check it out. Go to personalplanner.com or you can click that link down in the description below. Plus, you get 15% off with my code Kelsey Scott, so don't forget to use that.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning!
Good morning, Judy.
Look at my Christmas tree!
Look at your Christmas tree. It is so beautiful, you guys. We finally decorated our tree. We got it probably a couple days ago and haven't decorated it, but look at it. It looks so good, Junie.
Yeah, please go.
Did you help decorate it?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite part?
Good.
Was the star?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Junie, if you go check out Kelsey's Instagram, Junie put the star on the tree this year and it was so cute. But yeah, that is our full tree. We didn't think we'd have enough lights. We probably should have put more, but it looks okay. Also, I learned how to put a fireplace on our TV. So it's very cozy in here. Junie, what are you doing today?
I want to play the Gigi's house.
You're gonna play at Gigi's house? Yeah, so today we actually have some exciting family stuff we're doing today. So Gigi is going, or Kelsey, June, I'm so tired. June is going to Gigi's house to play with Avery, her cousin. And Kelsey, Tabor, and I are actually going to go new car shopping because we definitely need a new car. I think we're gonna get the same one, but just a newer model, and it's a little bigger, has a little bit more storage. So we're gonna go do that today. So then we can have a new car for the holidays. Would be really nice. Just because it gets really snowy here and icy here, and Yeah, our car is probably fine, but we just wanted something a little bit bigger so we have more storage and something safer. The cars these days, like the newer version of our car, is almost self-driving. Not quite, but like it has everything to make sure you don't get in a crash. So that was really, really appealing to us. So we're gonna go check them out. Just go check them out, see what they got.
Here we go.
This could be the last ride in the car.
Aw, this is
Maybe.
my dream car, but we are really just getting
The same one.
the same one.
Almost. I think. I don't know.
Did
We'll
you
see.
talk about why we're looking at getting a new car?
Yeah.
Because this car is literally only like 2.5 years old.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's still pretty
it sounds ridiculous, but I said because of the safety features. So the updated version of this car, it can stop itself. It can like stop itself going in like backwards if you're about to back into something. It keeps you in your lane. It has like adaptive cruise control, which basically self-drives it. Like you steer, but it does all the acceleration and braking. So, and it crashes down by like 85% or something, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, obviously
mostly for safety.
Mostly for safety. So, like, one of my biggest fears is getting into a car crash with the kids. So, you obviously don't have total control. Like, even with the safety features, somebody else could crash into you. Like, it's not going to prevent all crashes, but it will just make our driving a lot safer because of the safety features in the car. So,
and it would just be cool to have a new car, obviously. But and our payments also won't even go up that much because our car is only 3 years old, 17, almost 3 years old now. So it's basically like a win-win for everyone.
Another reason is
Mama,
what, Livy?
Mama.
She loves to put her 2 cents in whenever we have the camera on.
Yeah.
Another reason we are looking at getting a new car is because when we got this car, which is my dream car, I was totally naive to the mess of kids.
So we got cloth seats.
So we got cloth seats and we got light cloth seats. So
they're basically
not,
destroyed.
They're
now.
not in terrible shape. I think most of the stains could come out with like, what's it called? When people do whatever.
With a new car.
All the stains I think could come out. But just like trying to keep it clean is impossible because it's light seats. And we also do a lot of like road trips and camping and a bunch of things that is just like does not work with light colored seats. So I don't know what we were thinking. They're beautiful. When we bought it, I was like, oh my gosh, the color is so beautiful. I love it. But now I'm like, what were we thinking? So we really need like dark leather seats. We need something dark that can be wiped clean with any spills. So that's another reason. Got a couple of reasons. So we'll see if this happens because I'm really excited about it. I hope it happens. I've been talking about it for a while. We just haven't shared it with you guys.
Okay guys, it's another day. They ended up not having the car we were looking for and we were super bummed. But I did want to give you a totally different non-car related update. If you're following me on Instagram, you already know. But basically we had a pretty big scare with baby Tabor. Look at him trying to... What are you looking for? I know exactly what you're looking for, huh? What are you looking for? He's so cute. Look at him. Oh. Okay. Everything's good now. So that's why I'm not stressed about it. But basically, he had a little bit of a cold. And because of that, I wanted to take his temperature just to double check. And the thermometer said he had a temperature. And I started panicking a little bit because at his age it's really not good to have, excuse you, it's really not good to have a temperature. It is really scary. So it was of course the weekend, so I called the on-call nurse at our pediatrician and she ended up getting on the phone with the on-call physician and they said to go ahead and take him to urgent care. They said even though he wasn't acting like he had a fever, but because it read that he had a fever. Let me try to set this down so I can I do this? So everyone was kind of going back and forth about what we should do because he wasn't acting like he had a fever. But thermometer read a fever. And so we took him to urgent care, and he wasn't reading a fever there, but because he had read one at our house, they ended up doing a full workup for him because of his age, because he's only a month old. And that means they had to do x-rays on his lungs to make sure he didn't have pneumonia, I think. Basically fluid in his lungs. And they actually drew blood from him, and they even had to do a catheter to make sure he didn't have a UTI. So he had to go through like all of these labs, and he's so little, and he was a trooper. Like he did really, really good, but it's so hard to just like watch your little baby to go through labs like that. But then at the same time, I felt reassured because I was worried about his lungs with the cough and everything. It was a lot of mixed feelings. So they did all the labs, and they called us in like an hour and let us know that everything came back normal. So that was super reassuring. I knew his lungs were good, his blood work came back good, he didn't have a UTI, everything was cleared. And what ended up happening was somehow our thermometer is miscalibrated. And I didn't even know that was a possibility. Like, I've never heard of that happening. After I found out that's what it was, I went online and was trying to figure out how do you even fix that, and I couldn't figure that out. So I'm not sure what's going on. Obviously, we threw our thermometer away and we have to get a new one. But yeah, it was a big scare to have to like think that he had a fever and to go to urgent care. We were there for like 4 hours, and for him to have to go through all those labs. But ultimately, you were okay, huh, buddy? Ultimately, you're okay. And that's really what actually matters. So I'm super grateful that he's okay and there's nothing really wrong with him. Even though he did have to go through all those things, he's fine. And he was fine as soon as we got him home. And honestly, he was fine through most of the labs, which was amazing. He's just a pretty easygoing guy. But, it was so... Can't even tell you. I just so many mixed emotions about it. But anyways, I wanted to share that update with you because I know a lot of you do follow me on Instagram and a lot of you probably don't. So I just wanted to give that update to you guys. But back to a more positive, exciting note is that the car we are looking for should be there today. So we are about to get back in the car, head back to the dealer, and hopefully it should be there. It should be there really soon. It should be there today. And we'll see. I think we're pretty sure about this, you guys. I'm really excited. Judy's excited. We had told her that we're probably getting a new car, and she's excited about it. I really, really just want all of those safety features with the little ones. I think it'll be really reassuring. So
I can't believe we just bought a car.
No!
I'm so excited! Here we go!
What do you guys think of the new car?
first ride in the new car! So excited! It's just us.
Junie, what do you think? Junie? Blank stare. Is it that calming? You're just gonna fall right to sleep? Wow, this is an amazing car. It puts your kids right to sleep. This is the updated version of our car. And we have leather seats, which
Yes.
was a huge thing that you wanted.
Yeah, we did an upgrade. It's literally the same car, but updated.
Yeah.
And the leather seats are amazing. I'm so stoked about them. So stoked about them. They look so nice. But also I know I can wipe up like any spills or messes pretty much. So that's amazing.
Yeah, something that I like is it halfway auto drives.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, the guy was showing me at the dealership, and you set the cruise control, and it, like, follows the car in front of us. So, like, I don't have my foot on the gas right now. And it just, like, links up to the car in front of you and just goes their speed. If the car stops, this car stops and then keeps going, and it can steer on its own.
Yeah.
So you can do, like, a full autopilot. You're supposed to keep your hands on the wheel, but you can technically do, like, a full autopilot.
No, honestly, like, the technology of this car is a little bit over my head right now. I'm still, like, Corbin's driving, obviously. Corbin is driving. I need to, like, do some practice rounds, like, in my neighborhood, slowly get used to it, just because the technology it's a little bit different than driving.
It is really different.
You can drive it normally. You don't have to have all that auto stuff on.
But it's really cool that when you do have it on.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It's crazy. I can't even believe it. I can't believe that. I don't know. That's crazy. Did you just turn it on?
Yeah, so I just turned on the autopilot. I don't have my feet on the pedals.
Wait, what?
And I don't have
hold on. Oh, hold on. Are you serious?
Yeah. And then it's just following this car in front of us. I don't have my hands. And it's like, watch, it's gonna like turn a little bit.
Wait.
Watch the steering wheel.
Wait. Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
It's
put
your hands back on the steering wheel.
It's like, put the hands on the steering wheel. Isn't that crazy? Though? And then, like, once this car stops, like, we'll show you, our car just, like, stops, and then it just follows that car.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing? I love it.
Look.
Okay. Like, I'm not pushing the brake.
And we're stopping.
And we're stopping.
That's crazy. Look, I can see it's, like, tracking you. Tracking the car.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Crazy.
It's really scary to, like, trust it.
Yeah.
But
just keep your hands on the wheel still.